our next speaker. He's Ibrahim Mubarak, who is a formerly houseless person who now advocates for homeless people and the people on the very margins with a group called Right to Survive, which is a member organization with J.
I'm Ibrahim Mubarak from Right to Survive. It's a homeless advocacy group. We go into the neighborhoods of the homeless community and teach them their three rights, their civil, constitutional, and human rights. And we say that they call it the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. Who said you have to go to college, get married, have 2.5 children, buy a house with a white picket fence and a dog to go bow wow? That's their dream. But they've taken that dream from us that we grew up with from grade school to high school to college by laying us and taking our jobs off. We need to come together in solidarity together. We need to fight together and cry out to the politicians that we won't go because we are Wisconsin, we are Portland, we are the workers of this country, we are America.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Now I'd like to introduce Mike Stallman, who's a retired law enforcement officer who came to our rally a week and a half, or 2.5 weeks ago, and then decided he needed to go to Wisconsin.
About a month ago, I started paying attention to what was going on, and so I grew up in the Midwest, and you could say a lot about those people back there, but they're not thugs, and they're not left-wing radicals, they're working people, and I thought, you know, I should go and just see what this is about and stand with them. So I flew back there and spent Saturday and Sunday, and I marched with them, and they were some of the most articulate, decent folks I've ever been around, and I'm telling you, there's a big bait and switch going on here, I think. I think a lot of people have concluded that. During the marching around the Capitol, here's some of the groups that I saw. Boilermakers, steam and pipe fitters, teamsters, electricians, plumbers, transit workers from Detroit, a big group of them came. Mine workers, UAW workers, nurses, doctors, emergency room doctors, a big contingent of state police officers from New York came on their weekend in March. There were police from Illinois, police and sheriffs from Wisconsin, firefighters from all over the Midwest, Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, college professors, a bunch of them, teachers, high school, middle, grade school, elevator installers, about 40 of them. I don't know where they came from. Sanitation workers, airline pilots, farmers, SEIU, AFSCME, let's see, letter carriers, a whole bunch. Ton of them came. Librarians, and I saw a lot of people standing with signs saying, I'm not a public employee, but I know what's right and wrong, and I'm standing with you folks. I was just moved to be there, and I really, I wanted to just say too, I walked inside the Capitol just to see where all this damage was about. There wasn't $7 million, there wasn't $7. I walked all around, I looked everywhere I could look, I didn't see anything. And I thought, how come the news people can't just send a reporter in there and just look around and go out and just report what they see? Why do they have to, you know, listen to partisans? I don't know. At any rate, I felt proud to be there, and I would ask that y'all support the people in Wisconsin because I think they deserve it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. So one of the chants in Wisconsin that we also chanted up at the WTO protests in Seattle 10 years ago was, show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Okay. Now I'd like to introduce Elvis Argueta, who works with homeless people for a private nonprofit. He's an AFSCME member, and he's going to talk about the budget cuts that he sees.
Hello, everybody. Give me 1 second, because I just... thank you very much. I'm glad you guys made it here. I work with the homeless, And now I've been seeing more and more people who used to be middle class coming through those doors. It's hard enough to see people be poor, but see people going from middle class to being poor is really difficult. Anytime. Nobody should be homeless, especially in this country. Anybody agree with me? Yes, that's right. And you know what? That's why you guys are here, to stand up for those people who cannot fight for themselves. And I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you are here with your family. I see kids. I'm glad that they're here. Now I want you to look around and say hi to your members, because this is the choir. This is the choir. Say hello to the people next to you. Don't act weird. Actually do it, because those people are your partners in this fight. These are the people who will stand with you. Whether you're alone at that Fred Meyer store, there is someone there with you. And these people are the ones who are there with you. We have to take this opportunity to use what's available to us. If all you have is a phone, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna phone bank. If you say, Elvis, oh, all I have is an email, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna send an email. If all you have is a tin cup and a string, what are you gonna use? A tin cup and a string, because we need to fight, fight, fight. We cannot continue like this. We cannot be latent. We cannot be happy with apathy. We have to move on and continue the struggle. I'm amazed. I am a humbled man. And guess what? I'm not that humble. But I am humbled to see many of you standing here with me. And I'm glad that people around this nice Terry Shrunk Park Plaza can see us standing here, united. We might be here covered with umbrellas. We might go somewhere else. We might go to the store. But remember, these people stand with you. I stand with you. Being progressive is not a sin. Varies from state to state, so keep that in mind. But remember, we need to move this forward. Always forward, never back. Always forward, never back. Always forward, never back. We need to move this along. We need to be one with each other. You have now introduced yourselves to the person next to you. We are the choir. We need to move on and go beyond the people that are in our choir. We need to reach those people who are sitting next to you in the restaurant, sitting next to you in the plane, person on the max, person riding the bike next to you, the person who just cut you off. We need to talk to those people, because they're the ones who are going to help spread our message. And I leave you with this from Senator Ted Kennedy. For all those whose cares have been our concern, the work goes on, the cause endures, the hope still lives, and the dream shall never die. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Elvis. That was great. Yes, the run.